What's going on, fellas? I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, but I had a recent thought come to mind which really made me think. Now, that is the fact that whenever I've made an outrageous, so-called outrageous, or a ballsy decision in my life, usually the people around me, most of the people have tried to convince me that this idea, this plan that I had was a terrible decision, a bad idea, or super unsafe. These types of negative things. And what I want to talk about is whenever you make big decisions in life, you are always going to face resistance from the crowd as to why you shouldn't make that decision. Now, for me personally, it's happened in my life a million times, but just to grab three examples, I remember, and three big ones, really big ones that I faced a lot of resistance from the crowd from. Now, the first one being making money online. Obviously, back when I was 17, saying these types of things, it wasn't normal. Parents weren't happy with it. Teachers were like, "What the fuck? There's no chance." Judging me, these types of things. And I was just instantly like, "No, I'm gonna make money online. This is what I want to do." And obviously, everyone around me thought that was a bad idea. Brock, no, you need to go to uni, you need to do this, super unsafe. What do you mean you're gonna publish books on Amazon? Like, that's not sustainable, these types of things. And, it just goes to show you that no matter what it is, there's gonna be a problem. Now, even when I decided not to get the COVID vax, heaps of uproar about that. What do you mean? Why are you doing that? Stupid ideas, super unsafe. What if this happens? What if that happens? All this bullshit. And the third one being me choosing to get residency in Paraguay. Another pretty big decision, a weird decision, a decision that I thought sat well in my gut, just like the other two I mentioned. And once again, same thing. Why are you doing that? Like, you're always gonna get it. It doesn't matter what you do. If you do something that is different from the crowd, right, but it feels right in your gut, if anything, it's a good sign. If you're not getting resistance, that initial resistance from these people, then you're probably doing something wrong, honestly. Follow your gut, follow your intuition, and do the things that you're called to do. Because what's funny is, even though I gained this initial resistance and people telling me basically you're an idiot, or judging me completely for these decisions, a few years later, these people come around. They go, "Oh shit, I have so much respect for you that you did that. I can't believe that, you're still doing this. How did you do it?" They actually, some of them wish they did it themselves, or they just respect you more. The fact that you were able to go against the crowd, follow your gut, and do what you actually thought was the correct thing to do during the time. So, one thing to notice. Now, the next thing I want to mention is, your loved ones, your friends, your family, they want what's best for you. They've obviously got a good heart. They want a really good life for you. However, you need to understand that that's usually not the case in terms of, their ideas and their plan for you. It's actually not the best ideas, because they just live a completely different life to you. They want you to be safe. They want you to live the normal life. And obviously that takes certain decisions, certain secure decisions for you to be able to just, kind of get wrapped up in cotton wool and live that life. Now, you can't judge these people for this. It's completely fine. It's completely normal, but just don't let it take you off guard. It's so easy, especially when you're young, to listen to these people. But at the end of the day, guys, if they don't have a life that you want, you directly look at their life and go, yeah, I don't even want this guy's life. If they're ever giving you advice or they're telling you what you should and shouldn't do, nod your head, basically just completely fuck off their advice, and move on with your life. It's not going to help you one bit. And, it's just the reality of the world. So this one's going to be a quick video, guys, but as I said before, if you do see that initial resistance in the beginning, you need to understand that it's actually a good thing. Now, these people's lives are very comfortable, they're very predictable, and they're very normal. And so if you want to be different, if you want to be someone that actually makes moves in life, and does the things that he actually wants to do and lives a fucking good life, this is what it takes. It takes those uncomfortable situations where you're like, your gut's telling you something, but the people around you are like, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it. Like these are the moments that make or break you, and really lead you towards a path that is, the life worth living, the life that you actually want. So remember that when these decisions come, you need to be able to break through their bullshit, ignore their bullshit, understand how they're built, understand how their brain has been wired, throughout all these years, and ignore. And also, another thing is stop looking for approval and stop telling people what you're doing, because usually the people and what they're gonna say, right? So just don't even fucking tell them, hang around the people that are gonna support you and gonna have like good ideas in place. Hang around or have coaches that, have life that you want and you actually respect their advice and you want to listen to their advice, and you make your decisions accordingly to that. Because, you don't need the approval from these people. You don't need to tell these people. Eventually, once you're a year, 2 years down the line, you've already done what you've done and you're succeeding, then sure, go and tell them. Or they'll just figure it out themselves. One thing I noticed when I was younger is I was constantly always like, asking for approval. Oh, is this a good idea? Like, should I do this? Like, these people that they weren't even worth asking. You know what I mean? So whenever you have those questions, do it to people that you actually have, that actually have lives that you respect. So that's kind of what I want to say, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. But, this is kind of like the rundown of what's happened to me. And I've noticed a pattern over the years. So, a good thing to note, just make sure that, you take that on and make the decisions accordingly, and realize that this is going to happen no matter what. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.